I'm Mike.
I'm Matt.
Got Matt here in the bike basement. Got a couple rigs set up for you. I'm going to show you guys a couple different dropper posts. Here we've got the scale that Matt's been racing on this year with X Fusion. We've got the Scott Genius 710 Plus with a Rockshox Reverb. And here we have the good old giant Trance 27.5 1, I believe, with a KS Lev DX. Just gonna kind of show you guys levers, things like that. Talk through it. So first we got the X Fusion here. You got this lever that I think they call their BAT lever. It's cable actuated. It's kind of cool in the fact that you can move it any different way. The best thing about that is that because it's so long, well, I guess not really, but yeah. Well, because it's so long, with all your other levers and stuff in there, it's a lot harder. Like, for instance, you can see here on the Reverb, you've got to run it right next to it, which forces you to move everything in. But with this being so long, you can stick it super far in. Doesn't matter what bars you have or shifters, whatever the crap. That you can get it in a comfortable position. You can also stick it left, right, bottom, top. Doesn't really matter. Seat post. This is one of the cheapest posts you can get, which isn't a bad thing. These things last super long. They're super easy to rebuild. A rebuild kit for one of these is like $6. Super easy. You can any bike shop can do it. Compared to something like a Reverb, which is much more complicated. A Reverb kit alone, about $60-70. So it's kind of, the Reverb does feel quite nice. This, you can kind of tell there's like a little bit of sound to it. There's a little bit of play at the top, but for how cheap these are, I think they run like $150 compared to $400. Super reliable, first drop post. Very, very good. Highly suggest it. Coming over next to the Rockshox Reverb. Most people have seen one of these levers. Hydraulic actuated, which does, I mean, the feel of it is quite a bit better. However, it does take a lot more force compared to just pulling a cable. That is one thing to consider. I mean, it's not a ton, but when you're tired on a ride, it can get to you. You know, it's just a little bit annoying. It's not a major killer. Obviously, you know, Reverbs are probably one of the best filling posts out there. They do have a tendency, however, after quite a while, to get a lot of play at the top end. This X Fusion, you'll get just a little bit. I mean, maybe like 5-10 mil, but that's it. That's all it's ever going to have. One of these, you can get sag anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches, which is actually really, really annoying. On those puppies, they do feel good. Hydraulic lever is really annoying to run, especially because once you cut the cable, you're out like $45 for a new cable if you want to go longer. Where this one, you know, it's just standard derailleur cable housing. So you can, you know, if I want to switch it to a larger size bike, no problem. New cable housing, we're done did. Woohoo! Get past all freaking tires here. We got a Trance with some bars turned for storage. KS Lev, pretty simple lever design. It's basically just pushing it down. This one again, you know, you got to stick it pretty much right next to the grip. It's not terrible, pretty good. Yep, cable actuated as well. This one does feel really, really good. It's super light and easy to push down and up compared to the Reverb is probably the hardest one as far as force to actuate it, which most of the time when you're sitting on the bike, it's not a problem. This one just feels super good. Pops up nice and light. However, those things do break quite a bit. They also are quite a bit pricier. So the Reverb is internally run. The X Fusion is external, which you can get internal. The nice thing about one of these guys is because the cable comes out on the side, you can run it on a bike that doesn't have internal cable on it. So if you want to run it on like an XC bike, like, you know, a Giant Anthem, Scott Spark, something like that, you can just slap it on there, run the cable however you want. The cable's not going to move to and fro, which is kind of nice. You know, if you're an external cable isn't the worst thing ever. You know, it's really about the setup. If you get a decent mechanic to set up for you, you'll be fine. you know, looks not as clean, but it still works. Having a drop post is one of the nicest things. So yeah, there's a little shakedown for you guys. Yeah, sweet, thank you.